Hey beautiful people, welcome or hopefully welcome back to my channel, Rad Roots Yoga. My name is Brittni and I will be your facilitator for your practice today. Today's practice is one designed to get your blood flowing. It is kind of funky and kind of fun. So we're going to get started sitting on our sits bones in a cross-legged position, and we're going to face the top of our mats. Palms are going to be resting on the knees. We're reaching tall through the crown of the head. Taking a few breaths here on our own, taking the time to tune inwards, turn everything else off in our minds. Feeling the rise and fall of our chest as we inhale and exhale. Relaxing the muscles in the face and the jaw, and the forehead, and the tongue. Go ahead and interlace the fingers together. We're going to roll out the wrist in one direction. And swap it out for the other direction. Warming up the wrists. All the little tiny muscles and the bones. We're going to take the left hand and plant it to the outside of the right knee. Right hand finds the mat behind you. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine. Exhale, twist, gazes over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Right hand finds the outside of the left knee. Left hand finds the mat behind you. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Reach the arms up, palms facing. Reach up and out of the waist, creating space, lengthening out as long as you can. And on your exhale, we're going to cactus the arms out, opening up the heart towards the sky. Squeezing at the bottom. Inhale, reaching long through the arms, reaching as long as you can. And exhale, cactusing out the arms. Really engaging all the muscles in the back here. One more time, we're reaching towards the sky. And exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale the arms back up. We're going to pull the thumbs towards the space behind us. Slightly tucking the tailbone under, activating the core. And bring hands to heart center. Place the hands to the mat, come to all fours. Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Find some gentle circles in one direction, rolling out the wrists, warming up the fingers. We're going to swap directions. From a neutral spine, we're going to drop the belly, lifting the gaze and the tailbone. On your exhale, we're curling in, starting from the tailbone, tucking the chin into the chest, actively pressing the heart into the space in the back body. Inhale, opening back up. Gaze is lifted. Exhale, curling in, starting from the tailbone. Pressing into the back body, really trying to create an arch. Last time, inhale to open up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale to a neutral spine, and we'll find some figure eights with the body here, or anything that feels nice. Just trying to loosen everything up, get everything ready for movement. It doesn't have to be cute, and more than likely it won't be. That's okay. When you feel ready, we're going to tuck onto the toes. We're going to press the hips up and back into our first downward facing dog of practice. Maybe find a gentle sway of the hips back and forth. Pedal out the feet, left and then right, right and then left. On your inhale, we're going to walk the feet one step at a time, taking our time, stretching out the back body, the hamstrings, the calves, the Achilles. The next place we meet is in a forward fold at the top of our mat. We're gonna let the head hang. Maybe you have a slight bend in the knees. Clasp onto opposite elbows and find a gentle sway back and forth like a rag doll. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curl in. Root to rise, rolling up the back body one vertebrae at a time. Neck and head are last to lift. Palms and gaze meet overhead. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, reaching long through the crown. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back into plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower into chaturanga, pulling the elbows into the rib cage. Inhale, pull the heart up and through. Exhale, roll over the toes and the hips up and back, downward facing. We're gonna do 2 more sun salutations just like that before we start our first sequence of practice. On your next inhale, we're coming up onto the toes. Bend into the knees, sending the hips towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. You can step, hop, or handstand your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, rolling in, curling up. Root to rise, palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop back to chaturanga, your preference. If you are hopping to chaturanga, make sure to land with your arms bent. Inhale, pull the heart up and through. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing. Last time, inhale up onto the toes, bend into the knees, step, hop, or handstand to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curling in, root to rise. Slowly rolling up, palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop to chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. Let's have one full cycle of breath together here, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. Letting the energy move through. Starting our first sequence of practice, inhale the right toes up. Exhale, upper body shifts forward, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Then maybe find a gentle bend into the elbows. And we're lifting right back up. Send the right toes up towards the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow this time. Putting the weight into the right palm. We're twisting to the inside of the left foot, extending the right leg long. Left fingertips are up towards the sky in our fallen star. We're gonna plant the right foot close to the left. Turn the right fingertips towards the right heel and plant the left hand down behind us. So we're pressing the hips up towards the sky in our reverse tabletop position. So we're pressing our hips up as high as they will go. Gaze is up towards the sky, and we're really pressing through the shoulders. So this is a good shoulder opener. From here, weight is in the heels of our feet. We're gonna slowly lower the hips to just a hover above the mat. Then we're pressing right back up. And all of this is as slow and controlled as you can make it. Lowering for 2. And we've got one more. Lower the hips. Lift back up. We're gonna straighten through the left leg on the outside of the left foot, the outer edge. Turning towards the left, so we're coming to the side plank. We're pressing through the left shoulder. So we're not falling, we're not dipping down. We're pressing through. Right fingertips come up towards the ceiling. And then we're bringing the right knee up. Maybe you extend straight through the right leg. We're gonna plant the right foot halfway up the right long side of our mat. As we press into the right leg, left toes are gonna come up. Upper body is twisting open towards the top of our mat in our half moon Ardha Chandrasana. We're stacking hips and shoulders as if we are stuck between 2 glass planes, so our body is flat. From here, this is gonna be a funky transition. We're twisting our toes towards the top of our mat as the left knee comes up into the chest and hands are at heart center. With the help of the hand or not, we're gonna place the bottom of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, drawing the left knee towards the back of our mat, and then hands are gonna come out to our tree pose. Exhale, replant the left foot, hands to heart center, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. We're gonna step back to downward facing. That is our first sequence on the right side, and now we will do that exact same thing on the left side. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale, upper body shifts forward, left knee to left elbow. Maybe you find a slight bend into the elbows. Then we're pressing right back up, send the left toes up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow this time. We're twisting to the inside of the right foot, right fingertips come up, extend straight through the left leg in our fallen star. We're gonna plant the left foot close to the right, turning left fingertips towards the left heel, planting the right hand in this reverse tabletop position. Again, we're lowering to just a hover, dropping for 3. Pressing back up, full range of motion here. Lowering back down. Lifting up, we've got one more. Lower the hips. And lift back up. From here, we're extending straight through the right leg, landing on the outer edge of the right foot, twisting towards the right, pressing through and out of the right shoulder as the left fingertips come up. So we're in this weird side plank position. We're gonna draw the left knee up towards the chest. Maybe you extend straight through the leg. We're gonna plant the left foot halfway up the mat. Toes are turned towards the long edge of our mat. As the right toes come up and you extend the right leg long behind you, upper body twist and open towards the top of our mat. In our half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Again, the body is a flat plane here. We're gonna turn our toes, left toes, towards the top of our mat as the right knee comes up and into the chest. Hands are at heart center. With the help of the hands or not, we're gonna then place the bottom of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Drawing the right knee back towards the back of our mat. Arms are coming up into a T in our tree pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Replant the right foot. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back. Downward facing. Let's have one full cycle of breath here together, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. On your inhale, come up onto your toes, bend into the knees, sending the hips towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. You can step, pop, or handstand your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curling in, root to rise, rolling up the back body. Neck and head are last to lift, palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back, chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. All right, now starting the second sequence of practice, it will be the same sequence that we have done, but we will add on at the end. That tends to be kind of my flow, how I really plan my classes. A lot of them are kind of built the same way. Anyway, starting our second sequence. Here we go. Right toes lift. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Maybe find a slight bend into the elbows here. Pressing back up. Send the right toes up towards the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Turn to the inside of the left foot. Left fingertips come up. Extend straight through the right leg. Fallen star. We're turning the right fingertips towards the right heel as we plant the right foot beside the left. Plant the left hand, press the hips up, reverse tabletop. This time we're just gonna go straight into our side plank on the other side. So we're straightening through the left leg. Foot is on the outside of the left foot, pressing through that left shoulder. Right fingertips are up. Bring the right knee up and into the chest. Extend through the right leg. Plant the right foot halfway up the mat. Toes are pointing towards the edge, long edge of our mat. As the left toes lift and the left leg extends long behind you, upper body twist open towards the top in our half moon. We're gonna make that funky transition, turning the right toes towards the top of our mat. Left knee is up and into the chest. With the help of the hands or not, we're planting the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Drawing the left knee back, arms come up and out. Tree pose. Option, left hand can circle down and around, grabbing onto the heel of the left foot. Maybe you extend straight through that leg. Releasing it back down if you extended the leg. Hands to heart center, plant the left foot, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet to downward facing, and this is where we add on. Inhale, the right toes up. Exhale, we're gonna step the foot, planting it halfway up the mat this time. From here, right knee is bent. We're straightening through the right leg, pressing. As the left toes lift from the mat, arms are coming out to a T. We're gonna slowly start to bend in to the left knee, flexing the hamstring, flexing the glutes. Maybe you reach the hands around to touch the heel of the left foot and release back out. And we're gonna tap for 2 more times. Bend, reach for the heel and release. 1 more time, bend and reach and release. From here, we're gonna dive the upper body forward, planting the hands to the mat. We're gonna play with a kick to a handstand. So body weight presses into the fingertips, into the palms of the hand evenly. And maybe it's just a slight kick, so a slight hop off of those right toes. Maybe you catch the balance for a second, maybe not. The next place we'll meet is in a forward fold at the top of our mat. Here we go. I'm going to try to catch the handstand for a second. Right toes to the mat, left toes meet it. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curling in and rolling up. Palms and gaze meet overhead. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. Left side. I told you it was funky. It is a little funky, but I think that it's super fun too. Inhaling, left toes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Maybe you find a slight bend into the elbows in this push-up. Pressing back up, send left toes up to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, twist to the inside of the right foot, right fingertips come up. Extend the left leg long, fallen star. We're planting left foot, planting right hand, pressing the hips up to the sky, reverse table. This time we're going straight into our side plank, so we're extending the right leg long on the outside of the right foot, pressing through the right shoulder. Left fingertips are up. Draw the left knee into the chest. Straighten through the left leg. Plant the left foot halfway up the mat, toes turned, I cannot say this, turn towards the long edge of the mat. Right toes lift, extending the leg long behind you as the upper body opens towards the top of our mat. Half moon. Inhale up, turning the left toes towards the top of the mat. Right knee into chest, hands to heart center. With the help of the hand or not, Planting the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Arms come up, fingertips come out. Drawing the right knee towards the back of our mat. Tree pose. Option 2, circle the right hand down, grabbing onto the right heel with the right hand. Maybe you extend long through the leg. Releasing the right foot back to the inside of the left thigh. Tree pose. Exhale, replant the right foot, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to downward dog. This is where we added on. Inhale, the left toes up. Exhale, step the foot halfway up the mat. Bent into that left leg. So we're gonna press straight through the leg, through the left leg, straightening it out. Arms are coming to a T as the right leg extends long behind you. We're gonna start to bend into the right knee, drawing the heel into the glute. Maybe you reach the hands around to touch the heel of the foot, and then release back out. We've got 2 more times. 2. Last time. Released. Planting the hands to the mat. We're gonna play with a kick to handstand. The next place we meet is in our forward fold at the top of the mat. Again, it's okay if you just get a little bit of air off the mat. And then it's also very okay if you happen to catch the balance for a second. Either way, we're landing left toes at the top of the mat. Right foot plants beside it. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, root to rise, curling in and rolling up. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. Starting our third sequence of practice, which will be super similar to the one that we have just done with a little bit of edit. When you're ready, inhale the right toes up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Maybe you find a bend into the elbows. Inhale to press up, send the right toes up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Twisting to the inside of the left foot. Left fingertips come up, extend straight through the right leg. Fallen star. Plant the right foot. Plant the left hand. Press the hips up. Reverse table. Straighten through the left leg. We are on the outside of the left foot. Press through the left shoulder. Right fingertips are coming up. Draw the right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg. Plant the right leg. Halfway up the mat, toes turned towards the long edge of our mat. I actually got it that time. Okay, we're straightening through, pressing through the right leg as we do. Left toes are coming up and extending long behind us. Upper body is opening up towards the top of our mat. Ardha Chandrasana. We're twisting the right toes towards the top of the mat as the left knee comes to chest. Hands are at heart center. We're gonna plant the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Arms come up and out. Tree pose. Again, for the opportunity, left hand can circle down, grabbing onto the left heel. Maybe straighten through the left leg. You're very activated through the right glute, your standing leg. Releasing the bottom of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Arms are up. Replant the left foot. Hands to heart center, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands. Step the feet back. Downward facing. Inhale the right toes up. Step the foot halfway up the mat. Again, arms are coming out to a T, left toes lift. We're gonna bend into the left knee, reaching around for the hill with the hands, and release. 2 more. Squeeze, really squeezing the hamstring here. Last time, reach and extend. This time, left foot is coming down to the mat from here as arms come up into our chair pose. Tailbone is slightly tucked under, gaze is forward, heart is open, drawing the thumbs into the space behind you. From here, bring hands to heart center. We're gonna plant the hands to the mat, shift the body weight forward into the fingertips, so much so that you might be able to lift the toes from the mat. Knees are almost in the elbows. And this is our crow pose. If toes are lifted, we're lowering them back down, send the hips up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curling in and rolling up. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop. Chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. That sequence on the left side. When you are ready, left toes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Maybe you bend into the elbows. Press back up, send left toes up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Turning to the inside of the right foot. Right fingertips come up. Extend the left leg straight. Fallen star. Plant the right hand behind you as you plant the left foot beside the right. Press the hips up. Straighten through the right leg, landing on the outside edge of the foot. Press through the right shoulder as left fingertips come up. Draw the left knee up and into the chest. Extend the leg straight. Plant left foot halfway up the mat as right toes lift behind you, upper body opens up towards the top of our mat, half moon. Inhaling, shift left toes towards the top of the mat, right knee to chest, hands to heart center. Plant the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Oop. Arms come up and out. Tree pose. Opportunity to bring the right hand down, grabbing onto the heel of the right foot. Extend the right leg long. Releasing that. If you have it, hands to heart center. Dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet to downward facing. Inhale the left toes up. Exhale, plant the left foot halfway up the mat. As you straighten through the left leg, right toes lift, arms come to a T. Start to bend into the right knee, drawing the heel into the glute. Reach around with the hands to tap the heel and release. 2 more times. Tap. Last time. Tap. As we plant the right foot next to the left, arms come up, chair pose. We're gonna bring hands to heart center. Plant them to the mat. Knees come to the backs of the arms. Body weight shifts forward. Maybe the toes lift. Maybe you straighten through the arms this time in our crane. Lowering the toes to the mat if they are lifted. Sending the hips up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Hop back, landing in chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. Here we're starting our last sequence of practice, which will be somewhat similar to what we've done, but a little bit different, per usual. All right, inhale, right toes up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Bend into the elbows. Press back up, send the right toes up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Turn to the inside of the left foot. Left fingertips come up, straighten through the right leg. Plant the right foot, plant the left hand, press the hips up. Extend the left leg long on the outside of the left foot. Press through the left shoulder, right fingertips come up, draw the right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Step the right foot halfway up the mat. Toes turn towards the long edge of our mats. Left toes lift as the upper body turns and opens towards the top of our mat, half moon. Inhale up, turning toes towards the top of the mat. Left knee is in to the chest. Plant the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Arms come up. Left hand can circle down, grabbing onto the left heel, and you can extend straight through that leg. Release. Foot back to the inside of the thigh. Plant left foot, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back. Downward facing. Inhale the right toes up. Plant the foot halfway up the mat. Arms come to a T. Left leg extends long behind you. This time we're gonna just go ahead and plant the left foot next to the right. Arms come up. Chair pose. Hands to heart center. Left elbow is going to hook on to the right knee. Exhale and twist. Inhale, back to center. Plant the hands, knees come to the back of the arms, shift forward, maybe the toes lift. From here you can either hop back or step back into a chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing. Inhale the right toes up. We're gonna bend into the left knee until it almost taps the mat. And then we're pressing right back up. 4 more times. Lower. Lift. Lower. And lift. 2 more, lower. And lift. Last time. Lower. And lift. Release the right toes down to the mat. Downward facing. Last sequence, last side before we start the cool down. When you're ready, inhale, left toes up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Maybe you bend into both elbows. Press back up, Send the left toes up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, turn to the inside of the right foot. Right fingertips come up, extend long through the left leg. Plant left foot, plant right hand, send the hips up, reverse tabletop. Extend the right leg on the outside of the right foot. Press through the right shoulder, left fingertips are up. Draw the left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Step the foot halfway up the mat. Right toes come up. Upper body opens towards the top of our mat. Inhale, left toes towards the top of the mat. Hands are at heart center. Place the bottom of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Arms come up and out. Tree. Maybe the right hand circles down to grab the heel of the right foot. Extend the leg long. Releasing the foot. Arms come up. Exhale. Dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back. Hips up. Down dog. Inhale, the left toes up. Exhale, plant the left foot halfway up the mat. Inhale, right toes lift. Arms come to a T. This time, we're planting right foot beside the left as arms come up. Chair pose. Hands to heart center. Right elbow is going to find the outside of the left knee. Inhale. Reach long through the crown. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. We're going to plant the hands. Knees come to the backs of the arms. Body weight shifts forward. Lift the toes. Hopping back, landing in chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale the left toes up. On your exhale, we're lowering, bending into the right knee, lowering it to just to a hover above the mat. And then straightening back through the right leg. Left toes are up. 4 more. Lower. Two more. Last one. Extend straight. Lower the left toes, planting them beside the right. Downward facing. Let's have one full cycle of breath here together, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. On your next inhale, come up onto the toes. Bend into the knees, sends the hip towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. Step, hop, or handstand your way to the top of the mat. Landing in our forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curling in, root to rise. Neck and head are last to lift, palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, downward facing. Here we'll start our cool down sequence. And we'll start to cool down pretty fast here. Inhale the right toes up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Lower the knee to the mat. Cross the left knee behind it. Send the hips towards the heels in our cow face pose. Maybe you get the double bind with the arms. Left arm is going to come up. Drop the hand. Right arm is going to come down and up. Maybe the fingertips touch. Maybe they don't. Either way is fine. Releasing the bind if you have it. Replanting the hands, extend the left leg long. Tuck onto the right toes, press up into a three-legged downward dog. We're gonna send the left knee towards the left elbow, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, and then the right foot steps to meet it, and our Malasana Yogi squat at the top of our mat. Inhale, send the hips up. Halfway lift. Exhale, curling in and rolling up. Palms and gaze are gonna meet overhead. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can choose to play with a handstand, headstand, pincha, anything that you got in your practice here. I actually highly encourage you to play here. So I'm going to play with a handstand. The next place we'll meet is in our downward facing dog. No rush to get there. Again, this part is meant to be playful. We'll meet in our downward facing. All right, cool down sequence on the left side. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. We're gonna lower the left knee to the mat, bend into the right knee, sending it behind the left. Press the hips back onto the heels, cow face. This time, right arm is gonna come up, hand is gonna drop down, left arm is coming up from behind. Maybe get the bind of the fingers, maybe not. Releasing the bind if you have it, replanting into the hands, extend the right leg long behind you. Tuck onto the left toes, send the right toes up, three-legged down. Exhale, we're gonna plant the right foot to the outside of the right hand, stepping the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Hands to heart center, Malasana Yogi squat. Dive the heart forward, we're sending the hips up. Halfway lift. Exhale, curling in and rolling up. Palms and gaze meet overhead. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Again, feel free to play. We'll be meeting in our downward facing. Alrighty, here we go. Go ahead and lower both knees to the mat. Cross over the ankles, extend the legs out long in front of you. Maybe scoot forward on your mat. Palms touch overhead. Lever the upper body forward, reaching towards or past the toes and our seated forward fold, eventually letting our heads hang as well. Taking a few cycles of breath here on our own, letting our bodies know that we are cooling down. We are coming towards our resting posture and practice. Inhale, reach long through the fingertips. Using the strength of the core, we're going to lower all the way down to the mat, trying not to let our heels lift at all before our back reaches. We're going to draw the knees into the chest, one at a time. Fingertips are coming behind the head. We're lifting the shoulders from the mat. These have become my favorite core exercise, so we will be doing them once again today. Yay, here we go. We're bringing our legs up to a 90-degree angle. Again, we are not breaking this angle in this movement. So our head and shoulders are lifted, hands are behind the head, and we're tapping the toes, making sure to keep the back completely engaged to the floor, the entire movement. So we're dropping for 10, tap, and back up. Tap for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees into the chest. Extend the right leg out long. Arms come to a T. And we're dropping left knee off the right side. In our supine twist. Wringing out the organs in the midsection. Trying to keep both shoulders firmly planted to the mat. Inhale back to center. Extend the left leg long as you draw the right knee into the chest. Arms are to a T. Drop the right knee off the left side. Inhaling back to center. Draw both knees into the chest. Lift the head and shoulders from the mat. Clasp onto opposite elbows around the knees, and then lower the head and shoulders back to the mat. Getting a good compression squeeze. If there are any other postures you'd like to add to your practice, now is the perfect time to do so. If not, the next place we're going to meet is in Shavasana. You're going to extend the legs out long, one at a time. Heels together, big toes out. Arms are down by our sides, palms facing up, shoulder blades pulled slightly together on the back body. Relaxing the muscles in the face, the jaw, the forehead, the tongue, the neck, the shoulders. Anywhere that we typically hold tension, we are intentionally relaxing. We're gonna have one last full cycle of breath here. In through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. On the exhale, we are letting the energy move through. We are releasing and letting go of anything that no longer serves us or suits us in our lives. Inhaling in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, letting it go. As your body finds its natural rhythm of breathing, go ahead and drop in. For now, this is where I will leave you. I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend time here today. The light in me honors, acknowledges, and respects the light in each of you. Until next time, namaste.